So Saskia, what advice would you give to someone who was going to organize a first community of practice meeting?
Well, based on what we did in Zambia, the first face-to-face meeting of the community of trainers that are working in ICTs for development, what worked really well and was highly appreciated was a lot of getting to know each other using storytelling, for example. What they really liked as well in terms of their practice was peer assists. So we built a couple of peer assists into the actual workshop, where 2 or 3 people volunteered a problem that they had, and then we put everybody in groups and they would do actual physical peer assists with everybody, and then they put that information back online. And that's something that even after the first face-to-face workshop people keep asking for. It's very difficult to continue that online, but people are always wanting to have facilitated peer assists. So starting a face-to-face workshop with these kind of knowledge-sharing methodologies, I think really set the scene for what can be done in terms of knowledge sharing, and when you bring a whole community of people together. What was what was interesting to see and encouraging to see is that everybody really recognized that they had a lot of knowledge in other people's heads that they could access. So really the facilitated process approach, rather than having a trainer in front of the class doing presentations, really showed people how different a workshop can be in terms of utilizing all the knowledge that is existent in a group. So really using true knowledge sharing approaches and methodologies really worked very well in terms of encouraging people.
Thank you.
Yeah. One challenge that we did find, however, is how to translate all the knowledge that was being shared, all the practice-based experience that people were bringing up in discussion and conversation, how you could capture that and then make it available to others that weren't there at the workshop. We had thought that every time that you do an exercise and then you put people together in those same groups and they write down the information that came out, that we would then be able to capture that in a wiki and then make that available at a later date. What we found, however, is that people felt limited once we asked them to start writing things down. So they were encouraged to keep talking, to keep dialoguing, to keep sharing their knowledge that they'd started to share. And then because of our pressure to deliver something, an output at the end, we were encouraging them to keep writing, and sometimes they felt like we were then limiting the knowledge sharing process. So how to really harvest all the knowledge that is being shared at one of these face-to-face meetings of communities of practitioners is still a challenge for me and for us as IICD that I don't yet have the answer to, but we will continue experimenting with in other cross-country learning events.